Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be doing once again another episode review for the hit show AMC's Fear the Walking Sorry, not Fear, The Walking Dead. Sorry, I've just been seeing images from season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead and it looks pretty promising, but not here to talk about that. Tonight I'm doing my episode review for the latest episode of Walking Dead, and before I start rambling on too much, please be warned that as usual with these episode reviews, please be warned that this will be full of massive spoilers regarding the newest episode of The Walking Dead. If you have not seen it, if you're not caught up on the show, do not keep watching or listening, or you will have it ruined for yourself, as I will be going to spoilers. And once you are caught up, come on back and give this video a watch and a listen. I hope you find it informative and somewhat entertaining. So, you have been warned. That being said, good episode. Very good episode. You know, it was interesting. It was like our normal death-defying circumstances where our characters are seemingly could be overwhelmed by walkers, but it's like zombie killing with a smile almost, and it was a good it was another good character driven episode. This one was primarily Rick and Michonne, and it was just done really well, just the two of them. And it was interesting because we saw them moving quickly, scavenging supplies and finding weapons, and then making love in between scavenging missions. And it was like a bonding trip for them almost, their little supply run. And it was interesting because even though, they've done this kind of thing before where hardly either one of them smiles or cracks a joke, they were smiling and making jokes and laughing with each other throughout this whole thing, even in the face of death, even in, against the odds of taking down a small herd of walkers. They did it. They took them on. And I think one of my favorite scenes is where they're fighting side by side, taking the walkers down one by one in the abandoned carnival, which was a great setting. I mean, an abandoned carnival is already creepy enough, but just throwing a small herd of walkers, and that's great. That's just perfect right there. You know what this episode also did? It did a couple of things. It revealed just how much Michonne really loves Rick, like really loves Rick. It also showed us that she is still vulnerable. It was a good reminder that she's still vulnerable and has a few weak soft spots. And Rick being one of them, I think. And, for a second there, I really thought, oh my God, they're actually going to kill Michonne. Like, obviously, Rick's not dead. They're going to reveal it's the deer. He's going to jump out to reveal, hey, honey, I'm not dead. And before he can save her, she's taken down by walkers. Because for a while there, I thought to myself, well, Rick's not dead, but it looks like she's about to die because she's going to let these walkers rip her apart. And then sure enough, Rick comes out of hiding. I'm like, oh, well, thank goodness. But he's not far. He's too far from her. And fortunately, she snaps out of it when he chucks her sword, and she goes all out Hulk on the walkers, which is another great scene. But whew, talk about close call. Very, very close call. Because for a while there, I thought to myself, damn, this is going to be one hell of a deviation from the comics, or like killing a character like Michonne, who's, survived everything up to this point, who's a total badass, and this is how she's going to die. And I thought, wow, maybe they're really going to change it up, and they're really going to surprise us with how she's going to die if she dies. Fortunately, that episode was not this time. That did not happen. She survived, as did Rick. And one of the things I loved about it is that they both draw strength from each other. And I loved the message that Rick was trying to relay to her on their drive back after he stopped the van, because she starts crying about how she thought she almost lost him, which was touching. But it's like Rick has finally accepted and understands that people are going to die no matter what. And it was almost like Glenn and Abraham's death, or at least Glenn's death, was a huge wake-up call for him. Yes, it was horrifying and horrible, and he died in a terrible, terrible fashion by a ruthless, merciless killer. It was terrible to watch, to witness, but life also goes on. Life moves on. It has to move on. If you stop dead in your tracks, if you just give up, and there's nothing worth left living for, then what do you become? A zombie. metaphorically and or physically. And I think Rick gets that now because he's accepted that even if he dies or if Michonne dies or any of their friends or allies die, others will survive and others will keep moving forward. They'll keep the future going because it's like he said, it's not about us anymore. It's about the future. This is about laying the groundwork for a better future. And I really liked his message. And I hope Michonne understood it too. And obviously she does not want, if she loses him, she may not be able to go on much longer if he was to ever to die, which I don't think he would. But even if he did die, I don't think Michonne would be as strong or as badass as she's always been. I think she would be completely devastated. So it was really interesting and really cool to see just how vulnerable she is without him and just how much she loves him and how much he loves her. This was such a great tag team episode, I'd say, where these two were like in hand, literally and metaphorically, scavenging supplies, taking down walkers together, cracking smiles, making jokes. It's like they're regaining their confidence and their hope once more, and that was really uplifting to watch, really enjoyable. Now, this episode also had some great gory walker moments. The pus bloody-filled walker that Rosita takes down when it emerges from the trailer. Gross and awesome. And then the removing the dead soldier from the windshield of the car as he tries to pull it off, but he just pulls its foot off, and then he's pulling the rest of it off, and he pulls it in half. It was reminiscent to the well walker from season 2 when it rips in half. And it's like another ripped in half walker. Gross, but cool. So some great gory moments, and of course, I'm not surprised considering this was another Greg Nicotero directed episode. So well done, Mr. Nicotero, and well done to the cast and crew, of course. This was great. This was another great episode. Great watch. I am starting to believe now. It seems to be coming more clear to me with what Rosita and Sasha are now planning on doing with taking this suicide mission to take out Negan, to kill Negan. They've both accepted the possibility of dying, and I've got a bad feeling one of them is going to die, and I honestly think it's going to be Sasha. For one reason mostly, and it's not really Walking Dead related, but that actress, oh god, and now it's going to kill me. Sonequa Martin, almost forgot there. Sonequa Martin, that actress who plays Sasha, has been cast as the lead or one of the lead characters in the new Star Trek series, Star Trek Discovery, which is supposed to debut later this summer or late in the fall. So with that new TV commitment, this may be her way out of The Walking Dead, or maybe she doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't know the whole story, but it seems like they're making it, and then the speculation began when it was announced a while ago that she had joined the cast of Star Trek Discovery. People started saying, oh, Sasha's going to be the next one to die. And now with her and Rosita presumably going on this suicide mission where one of them or both of them could die, it seems like the stronger possibility seems like it's going to be Sasha, unfortunately. I think she may be Lucille's next victim, or at least Negan's next victim, no matter how he kills her, with or without Lucille. So we'll see. We shall see. But it was a great episode. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. What did you think of tonight's episode? Like it, hate it, love it, why? And please leave your reasons, your opinions, and your feedbacks down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. You can disagree with one another. Just please be respectful and civil about it, and no internet trolling, please. Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook page in the link in the description down below. I'll put it there where you can click on it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as we continue to follow Season 7 of The Walking Dead with new episodes every Sunday night on AMC. Thanks again for stopping by, you guys. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.